Hello everybody and welcome to the Adventures of Steven. We are about to crack open one of my favorite games in the whole world. We're about to play some Grim Fandango. Game released in 1998 by LucasArts, which was like a huge studio at the time. LucasArts was doing, I mean, they're known for their adventure games. Them and Sierra were kind of battling back and forth on who's the best. You got your King's Quest over here, and you got your LucasArts with their Monkey Islands and their more humorous adventure games. And I am pumped to play this one. This is what was actually kind of considered the death knell of adventure games, because it was the last one. You know, it was the last big one. It was one that had incredible critical acclaim, but only sold 500,000 copies, like, out the door. And that's not what you'd consider good in when games and first-person shooters and MMOs are just cranking out big old cash money. So we are going to play this thing because this is one of my favorite adventure games of all time, and we gonna play it and we gonna have a blast. Let's kick the tires, baby. Do 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 do. I'm firing it up. We'll see if we can get it to pay attention. Grim Fandango. Preparing to launch. There it goes. All right. Do 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 do. You probably want to see the game, right? Yeah, no, death knell, right? Oh my gosh, that's not the right size. Fixed it.
Sorry for the wait, Mr. Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
Nervous? No. Just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating? Me? But I'm your friend. My name's Manny Calavera. I'm your new travel agent.
I don't want a new travel agent. I want to go home.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead. But you're not alone. Everybody here is just as dead as you. That's why we call it the land of the dead. Are you ready for your big journey?
No. What journey?
The 4-year journey of the soul. It is quite a big trip. And I can't lie to you, Celso. It could be very, very dangerous. Unless you were to take that money you were buried with and buy a better travel package from us. I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or,
I love
if
this
you
music.
led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here.
I want a computer that looks like Manny's.
Yeah-ha!
Like a library
Yes,
from
that's
1994.
The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass and the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours, Menso.
Hey, Manny. The boss told me to tell you not to leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
Tell Don not to worry. I'm not going anywhere. Especially not with clients like that. Where do they get these guys? They don't qualify for anything good, so I can't sell anything good. Can't work off my time, and I'm stuck. Stuck selling walking sticks to a bunch of burros for eternity. I need better clients. I need a real saint. I need a lead on a rich, dead saint.
And now we're in control.
¿Qué es esto?
So, we got a couple things. No, I need to play it with... Let's see. Change key bindings. We got to do tank controls. That's a key. So tank controls is on. Good. Tank controls. And do we want do we need the subtitles? Do you guys want to do the subtitles? Let's not do the subtitles and see how it goes. Tank controls are the best. All right, so we've got that. Do we need to turn, let's see, special features. We're going to turn on the director's commentary. All right, cool. You like the subtitles? Okay, well that's good. I'll take it. Let's do it, voice and text. All right, so the Z up in the corner, that means that there is director commentary for it, and I'm a fan. So unless it gets to where it's killing the pacing of us getting through this game, I'd like to try it out, because I've never played it with that, and I think that would be kind of fun.
I love pneumatic tubes. If you ever read articles about old New York, there's a lot of stuff about how the tube system there was an inter-building tube system too.
Oh, really?
I don't know how that could possibly work, and the tubes were 16 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
And they would shoot pneumatic messages, like they'd push them between buildings, and none of those tubes are there, and they're thinking about like using them for fiber optics and stuff like that.
Neat. All right. Why am I not able to drive? I want to drive. Can I? Oh, tank controls. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get
Love
to your
this game.
friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands. Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
All right.
Whatever you say, Effie.
Can I play with my computer? Never done that before. No. I think you can actually switch between old school and remastered edition. It's like spacebar or something. How do you do that? I would like to know that. I would like to know how to do that. Special features, render mode, remastered, original, remastered, options, graphics and resolution options, advanced lighting, yes. Movement mode. Where's the button that lets you change key bindings? Toggle render mode is backspace. Oh. So this is what it looked like when I played it back in 1998. And this is what it looks like now. Well done. Well done. Oh, more director's
So
commentary.
this was actually the art test I took.
I know, I wanted
I had
to.
to make this whole scene in a day.
Really? No. Did they pay you for that? 1 day?
Barely.
Wow.
I was so scared.
How much did you get done?
I think almost all the geometry.
Oh, wow.
In some cases, it used to be an overnight render.
Boom,
Better
boom,
take
boom.
these cards. It looks like a long day of solitaire for me.
Can I put them away? Yeah, we'll do that. Love Manny's face. This game does not automatically save. Please save and pause menu to avoid losing progress. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Slot 4. All right.
So this was the first scene in the game that we ever actually did with some test assets. So I had this is when I was proving
the
out.
best
Okay,
game,
yes,
dude.
we can do this. There was this hallway scene. We had Manny up, running up and down. We had the security cam, kind of camera switching. We had text on the screen. We had animations. We had geolocation of the sound relative to the camera. The typing was down the hallway, and we had Manny running up and down. It was a really good test scene, and it kind of came to at the very last second. Like literally, like, I was compiling code as people ran in the room because I had a awful bug. But this was sort of like proof that yes, we have all the elements to make this work. This was the first scene ever put together. And
That's kinda
Manny,
cool.
notice in this scene, Manny hardly ever clips behind anything, and that's partially because I didn't have the buffers working yet. But it was good enough that when people saw it, like they were really impressed. and I
You
was
never
kinda
really
surprised
find
because I
out,
was
Sub.
yeah, LucasArts, and was kind of half-assing my way through this, and somehow made everybody really impressed. So I thought, at that point, I thought, okay, we can do this.
Yeah, Manny. You never really find out what Manny did that makes him owe a debt.
Domino's door is locked. Probably scared I'll steal one of his files. Not a bad idea, actually.
So, is there a reason that that a lot of people who are in administrative positions of power have New York accents. Is that a
Everyone in the jazz era was from New York.
well, yeah, that's true.
A lot of people don't know that.
I don't know if that's legit or not.
Mind if I use your hole punch?
Knock yourself out.
Thanks.
Gets the aggressions out, doesn't it?
Yeah, we got an achievement. That's our first one, everybody. Is that a...
So,
Okay.
Mind if I use your hole punch?
No, I don't want
Knock
to use it
yourself
again.
out.
Boop, boop, boop. Never done it from that
Thanks.
angle. That's kind of
Gets the
awesome.
aggressions out, doesn't it?
Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
What poisoning?
The Code 3 gazpacho poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
Where was the poisoning
We're
again?
gonna hit
Just
every
ask your
dialogue
driver
option.
for crying out loud. He'll know.
Oh, I have a driver.
Any messages for me?
Besides the one about the poisoning,
Yeah.
I only have one other message for you, Manny. I'm not your secretary. I don't take your messages. So get it through your thick skull and stop forwarding your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4 messages to me.
Indeed. Here, let's do a thing real quick for you guys. Let's get my big fat head over here a little bit further so we don't have to worry about getting in the way.
In my heart, though, you're still my secretary.
Manny, what are you talking about? I was never your secretary, even when you were on top.
Oh, there's
I got
some
one
backstory.
boss, same as you, Don Copel.
Come on, I know you work for another man besides Don.
What are you talking about?
I know
Ooh.
you take memos for Hurley sometimes.
Ah, Manny, just beat it, will ya?
Where is everybody?
Oh, Manny, did you forget what day it is today?
Oh man, did I come in on Saturday again?
It's the Day of the Dead. Everybody's back in the land of the living, visiting their families like we should be.
Why aren't you visiting your family today?
Ah, the boss is here, so I gotta be here. How about you, Cal?
No one back there I want to see.
And you don't want Domino here alone, getting all the good leads.
Domino's here?
He's at the poisoning right now, stealing your commission.
So, you going to the Christmas party?
After the spectacle you made of yourself last year, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Any good gossip?
Well, I heard Domino got a raise.
Por
We don't like
favor,
Domino.
Tell me some good news, why don't you?
I still love you.
You're all I really need, belleza. I forget. Am I supposed to be somewhere right now?
Manny, do I have to explain your job to you again?
Yes.
Well, the Manuel Calavera that I know picks up people in the land of the living,
Dead people?
preferably, and he brings them here and tries valiantly to sell them the best travel package they qualify for. If he sells them enough premium packages, our hero will be free to leave the land of the dead. Until then, he and I are stuck here, having the same conversation over and over again for eternity.
Okay.
Well, enough about me. What's your job like?
Like babysitting, except I don't get to watch TV.
What if we just skip town tonight? You and me, baby.
Well, thanks for the offer, but we'd never make it out of the city alive.
But
In one piece, I mean.
I bet I could get you out if I really tried.
Oh, Manny, look at you. You're a trapped soul and you don't even know it.
Why do some clients
wondering this
qualify for
myself.
better travel packages?
They led good lives,
¿Qué traes? How do you define a good life?
better than yours and mine.
So what did you do in life to get stuck here?
What I did back in the fat days is none of your business. You know the rules.
There's supposed to be an achievement right there, from what I understand, about asking about the fat days. So we're gonna make sure, because we want to get these achievements. We don't want to have to. We don't want to miss anything. Oh ho 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 ho.
Just one more question about my job.
Manny, you know what to do. Stop playing dumb just to flirt with me.
Busy as ever, I see.
I'd have more work to do if you had more clients.
Ouch.
Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watcho.
Hey, we did it. We got the achievement. Okay, I have to BRB because I'm on baby duty. I'll be back in just a few minutes. So y'all hang tight. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, we're back. We're back, we're good. All is well. We got the achievement we wanted, so I'm feeling good about that. Shablam.
Manny, what are you doing?
Just
What's
marking
up?
cards, honey.
So on this run, we're attempting to get every achievement in the game. So one of the things that we had to do was talk to our secretary, Ava, for long enough for her to tell us what she did in the Land of the Dead. Basically exhaust her dialogue options. We did that, so we got that achievement. We also turned on tank controls, so we can get the right way achievement, which you have to have tank controls on from the beginning of the game. And we also got it gets the aggression out, doesn't it, by banging on the hole punch without anything in our hands, which I think is a good idea. So we can move on. Yeah, she wasn't our secretary, but we're forwarding her phone. We're forwarding our phone to her anyway. Let's go downstairs. See what's up down here. Doodle doodle doo. Can we go in this hallway? Hello.
It's locked.
They really want us to go to the poisoning. So I think all this stuff is locked until we get done with that. Oh.
Elevator code.
Yep.
No, I want to hear. I'll hear it later. We'll go back to it later. We got to go down to the garage. This elevator. She did make it clear she wasn't my secretary. We got some frame rate issues going on here.
You hear reverb on the steps, and you hear the reverb on his voice, and that was real time. It's his real time reverb.
Yes, he drives the Batmobile.
In a time when we never did that, we always pre-baked the files with reverb, and Jeff really had to fight for, I think it was like 5% of the CPU. But now anything that happens in this garage goes through that reverb, and like to modern game folks, audio people, it's just totally basic, no big deal. But back then it was such a big deal, and he really had to jump through hoops for it, and it's so great.
That clicking there, the reverbs. That was Domino, I think, driving the Batmobile. Where are we going?
Mark Hamer, remember animating that Glottis coming out, and he had to put this thing called a lattice on his butt. And he was like, "What are you working on, Mark?" I'm working on the Glottis butt lattice. And he was always like working on the Glottis butt lattice to like morph and squash and stretch his butt as it came out of the door. And so, 3 cheers to Mark Hamer and his Glottis butt lattice. Amazing work, still remembered to this day.
Glottis butt lattice.
Hey!
We'll see what he's talking about in a second.
Hey, who the... Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't expect sales agents.
One of my
usually
favorite
don't
characters
come
in the
over to
game.
This part of the garage.
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. I don't ride them. Just wrench them.
I'm Calavera. Manny Calavera.
My name's Glottis. I don't get many visitors. Hey! I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Oh. Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh, I would agree with that.
I really love Glottis.
You do.
Glottis? Is that a German name?
Oh no, my roots lie not in any earthly nation's soil. I am an elemental spirit summoned up from the land of the dead itself.
Yes,
and
thank you,
given
Sub.
one purpose, one skill, one desire. To drive! Or to change oil and adjust timing belts if no driving jobs are open.
Nice hut.
Yeah, I wonder how nice it would seem to you if you were trapped in it all day like me.
If you hate your job, why don't you quit?
It's not just a job. It's what I was created to do. If I get any farther away from cars than this, I'll get sick and die. It's like I'm not happy unless I'm breathing in the thick, black, nauseating fumes.
Can't imagine.
Smoking in games was a good thing.
You want to be my replacement driver?
Me? Oh, no. Sorry, can't. Rules.
Come on, Glottis. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
You're not too big. You're just right. You're not too big. You just have a self-image problem. You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
You're
Self-image.
not too big. You just have a self-image problem.
A what?
Repeat after me. I am not fat. I am thin. Women find me attractive.
Hey, I never
I
said
say
I
that
was
all the
too
time.
fat for the ladies, just the cars. The ladies
It's eye lines,
like
dude.
me just fine.
You're not too big. You're just right.
I really want to dig into all these
They
dialogue
told me
options.
Again and again, I'm too big to drive.
Screw the rules. Come with me.
No, I don't want to get in trouble again. They said one more strike and I'm out.
Well, do you know anyone who can drive?
Everybody's gone. It's the Day of the Dead, you know.
We're aware.
Yeah, I know. You're not too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea. I could alter your car just a bit with just a quick torch job.
Love
to
his
wrap
eyes.
the seams, you know? But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
Hey, that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
Back in there, Glottis. So let's save our game because we got another. Okay, we got another achievement. We got the Glottis achievement for talking to him all the way through. Sweet. What is this in our hands? All right, we got a work order. Got our scythe. Got some sort of business card. What is this?
It's some sort of special work order.
That's a work order? No, this is a work order.
I've got to get this work order signed.
That's a work order. What's this?
It's some sort of special work order.
That doesn't sound right. Yeah, man, Manny's head followed glass. I love how they hang the cars. It's hard to get that scene. They're all hanging upside down, or hanging from a thing like a hanger. Can I go in there? Let's just run. Just see if we can hit it. I'm going.
Can't go through on foot. People have tried, but they never came back.
Might be the order to the work, you're right. Alright, back up the elevator we go. Let's see if Dom is back in his office. Nope, not yet. See if we can get Ava to look at it. Hey, lady.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, I've got Manny Calavera out here to see you.
Didn't I say no interruptions today?
Sorry, Cal. Maybe tomorrow.
That's too late.
Oh, yeah, like you're going anywhere.
Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. It's all coming back to me. I'm gonna go get this work order signed, but if the boss won't answer the door, we'll just have to figure something else out. So let's go. Where's that commentary for this? Yeah.
Elevator code.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what he was going to talk about this.
Door code in general.
So there was a door box that you would draw on the ground that would have
I love his developer
data
stuff.
attached to it that would trigger the art and the
Well, it's like the old like when you walk into a supermarket in the old days, they didn't have like a IR thing that was pointing at you. They had like a pad on the ground.
Yeah.
You would roll your cart or step on the pad on the ground, and it would automatically open the grocery store for you. And it's just like that. Like there's a little invisible box that you cross that triggers all that stuff.
and then all the fiddly
that's
bits
fascinating.
of people step on the box, step off the box, step back on it while the doors are opening and closing, and those doors are broken for a long time.
So people, game testers, are jacking with the invisible box. Boop boop. Let's go. Let's try going this door. Oh, what is that? We found some more commentary.
Savvy viewers will note that this the lobby is based on a real building in San Francisco.
Oh, neat.
Mexican architecture, or Mayan Deco architecture. 457.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is an actual building, which is the inspiration for the whole business. Yeah, San Francisco's kind of there's a lot of deco-ish stuff around town, and that was a big part of making this world look the way it looked.
I want that train photo right there. Like,
there she is, the number 9.
I want that real bad.
I'm gonna ride her right on out of here.
Ooh, sounds intense.
It's locked.
What is that thing? I like when Manny sees stuff.
Good afternoon.
What's this?
Let's see. Where am I on this? Don Copal, Domino Hurley, Junior Sales Associates. That better not be me.
Yeah, Manny used to be on the top. He was like the man until he wasn't anymore. Let's go outside. Oh,
That mural, because it's the 3 ways of traveling in the land of the dead: the car, and the train, and the boat. There's no air travel in the land of the dead. No land of the dead airlines.
ooh, just frame rate. That's not me. Maybe it is.
I think the camera choices in this game were actually pretty fantastic as well.
I
don't know
agree,
who's responsible
Dave.
For that. Was it storyboarded or is that you, Pete? Or?
Yeah, probably a little bit. There's a lot of stuff got worked out ahead of time, certainly.
Oh, right.
And, I
Yeah,
mean,
would.
because, you know, we didn't necessarily build full 360 3D worlds. Oh, I mean, well, except for like the offices and stuff.
Yeah, you don't really think about it because this is a 3D game, but you're seeing it from very defined angles. So it's like it's not 3D, but it's art to appear 3D. That's important to note, I guess.
Hey, what's going down, clown?
Hey, back off, Suit. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
I love how snarky these guys are.
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
Yeah. Twist this, all right?
Rude.
Some festival, huh?
Yeah, pretty busy. My carpal tunnel syndrome's really acting up.
But you don't have any tendons.
Yeah, well, you don't have a tongue, but that doesn't seem to shut you up now, does it?
Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Well, walk through someone else's tent, all right? Do I look like a turnstile to you?
Bang!
Ah, pop another one. Lousy, bony fingers.
Yes. That should be an achievement.
Did you teach me how to do that?
Well, since you're a beginner, why don't you practice the first step?
Which is?
Blow.
Bet you can't do a cat.
Shows what you know, buddy. I can do anything. I can do birds, amphibians, famous poets. Go ahead. Name one.
Well, we gotta do Robert Frost.
Robert Frost.
Trying to stump me, eh? Ta-da!
Ah, sweet. Achievement unlocked. Lousy bony fingers.
Some of my finest work, don't you think, Sparky? Some of my finest work,
No.
don't you think, Sparky?
You gotta put that away. Now we can talk to him.
My kid wants another balloon animal.
We need 2 dead worms.
What now?
A dead worm.
Heck, that's easy.
Again, I've played this game like 5 times, but I
There's
just
no
freaking love
limit
it.
on those.
Oh, there's no limit, eh?
That's not what balloons are for.
Can I put it away? Oh, I can't without opening inventory.
My
Sweet.
kid wants another balloon animal.
Ah, jeez. What now?
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
Well, sure.
I'm gonna ask a balloon animal maker for a dead worm one day.
I don't know why we chose Robert Frost for the balloon shape either.
Oh, that was genius
Knew
because
that
of the
it
it was
would
because
be
of the
hard to make it Robert Frost.
yes, and also because I think the whole implication is that the clown is way beyond his pay grade, and he has disdain for all those around him, and so he makes shapes that his
I
lowly
never even
audience
thought
would-
about that being testimony to the skills of the clown. I thought of it as being Manny being a smartass. Because he asked for it. He's like, oh yeah? They do Robert Frost, and then of course the clown does it.
But see that's a Chandler thing too, because the detective is always smarter than sort of the world that he's in. So he's teasing the clown,
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak, because he knows the clown knows what Robert Frost looks like.
I freaking love Tim Schafer's commentary and everything. Dude, Zafo! Zafo, thank you for the sub! Oh, you know what? I'm a moron. Where's our alert? We should get an alert for that. We should get an alert for that. Go alert! I bet we don't. I bet we don't get an alert for that, and then I get to cry. Because we should totally get one right here in the middle. Do we? Do we? I don't know. Screw it. Thank you, Zafo, for subscribing. You're the best. Here's some music for you. Thank you so much, Zafo, for your sub. You are amazing, as always. Oh, what is that? That's neat. Oh, they made it point clickable. We don't care about the point
Since I really
click.
didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos.
We take some bread. We need the bread. Let's run down this alleyway, shall we? I got a demo of this game in PC Gamer. When it first was going to come out, it was just a couple months before it released.
Hello?
And this was the level. This is what you played. You played up through a certain part of this, this puzzle solving.
Can you imagine actually pulling yourself up a little chain of ties that are as long as the like?
Well, that's what's great about. And then I like the view
like...
down.
I don't know if we got all of that. I want to hear the whole thing. Oh, look what I did. I forgot about that part of the puzzle. Whoopsie. Well, now that we've done it, let's do it again. I love this music. Peter, who's in the commentary, that's Tim Schafer, the writer of the game, and Peter McConnell, the music guy. Music guy. That's what it says in the credits. I want to hear what they were talking about.
Can you imagine actually pulling yourself up a little chain of ties that are as long as the like?
Well, that's what's great about. And then I like the view
like...
down.
He's so calm about it too. He's like, jip. Many stories. I mean, part of it is, I guess, he probably won't die.
He's already dead.
He's already dead.
He's already dead. So it's really just.
And I was thinking, does he have the muscles to do that? Whereas, no, he doesn't have any muscles. He's just a living skeleton. How is he moving? He's magic. It's
spirit.
Soul.
It's
a soul.
animating. Yes.
It's an excellent question. How does a skeleton? Oh yeah, I can turn it up. Let me check it. If not, I can just amp the volume for the. I can lower the volume. Thank you, sub, for keeping me on point here. Director's commentary volume is high, so we'll do this. How about we turn the music down, like everything else, down just a smidge, and that way. Here, let's do sound effects volume's not bad. We'll just turn the music down a little bit, and hopefully it'll make the other stuff stand out. Let's save. Boop. All right. Can we go in Dom's office? Ooh, more commentary. Well, we're going in. Oh, this is Don Kopel's office.
I would love to search Don's office right now, but I'm late for the poisoning.
The computers in the game are, I think you can see Peter Chan's 12 Monkeys like influence, like Terry Gilliam mix of like, I don't know if you call it
Let me know if that's
steampunk,
better.
but there's like a lot of analog big tube type things combined with Art Deco and old-fashioned typewriter keyboards.
Well, they had steam and punk in those days, right? But they didn't actually call it steampunk, right?
In the 90s, I think we might
They
have had
did?
steampunk back then. Oh yeah.
Jeez. See, I told you I was from the Mad Men era.
I'm so glad they made a show about you guys.
Ooh, trash.
No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poisoning but me. It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
Well, we can fix that. Not now, Eva. It'll have to wait. I'm in the middle of a very important meeting. Didn't I say no interruptions today? Whatever it is, it will have to wait. Ah, cripes, Eva, just sign it yourself, will ya? I'm busy.
I'll just change his auto response here.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy!
Doo-doo, solved it. Let's see if can we go around his office a little bit? What's here?
No time to ransack. Everybody's at the poisoning but me. No time to
Yeah, we're gonna say that
ransack.
with everything.
Everybody's at the poisoning but me.
Interesting view. There's really no reason to be doing. Good, I'm glad to hear that, sub. Keep me posted.
The ties, when Manny later uses the ties to cross over to the roof.
Spoiler.
He wanted to be more like a little, a little bit more less adventure game and more sort of skill game, where you had to kind of, you know, line up the ties and throw the lasso and hook it on the thing. And I'll be honest with you, that was technically not something I was prepared to do in any way, shape, or form. It was kind of all I could do to make the rest of the stuff work. So the ties and the beavers were, and actually the shocks on the tree were all supposed to be a little bit more dynamic than a lot of the canned stuff you typically have in an adventure game. We just couldn't do it.
Also, spoiler, we're gonna have to get across the roof.
No use for it.
Let's go in Don's office while he's gone. Domino
locks his window. Fear of pigeons, probably.
What? Fine. Yeah, also spoiler, beavers. There are beavers in this game. Alright, let's go down and get Eva to sign the thing. Gosh, this music. It's the best. I'm gonna rave about this game for all my days. And we are tank controlling it up, buddy. I am having issues controlling everything. Walk up the stairs, Manny. There we go. Let's see about that invisible square they talked about. Yep, there it is. Hey, Eva. Sign my thing. That's not really what I meant. Y'all calm down. Dead worms. Bread. Scythe. Card of some kind. Other cards. There it is.
That won't help it get signed.
Well, talk to her.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot. Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you? I'm busy.
Sweet. Oh, I made that ding ding
You'll
ding.
have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword puzzle he's got in there today.
Yes.
Eva, I'm impressed.
Success.
I had no idea you had this kind of power.
Well, we all have our secrets.
Suave. I love Glottis so much. You guys just don't even know. He's one of my favorite characters in a game ever.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving, yeah, I'm driving.
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning.
What does híjole mean? Somebody look that up. I need to know. The land of the living is freaking weird.
Domino. Ew, the living still give me the creeps.
In the land of the living, the people look horrifying because of that. Have you ever seen that optical illusion where you take a picture of someone from a magazine, you cut rectangles out of their eyes and their mouth, and then you turn them upside down? And
Thanks,
they
Sub.
look like demons.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
That's land of the living.
Yeah.
It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all.
We gotta scare 3 people in the land of the living in order to get this achievement.
Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it.
Yeah, we did it. Achievement unlocked.
Nice bathrobe.
I hope that's my reaction when the Grim Reaper comes for me. Nice bathrobe.
But we offer several travel package upgrades if you care to.
Cut the yap. I want something cheap where I can get some rest. Now that's it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Manny, I could make this car a little faster if you wanted.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, slam the front into the weeds, tub the rear end, dual blowers popping out of the hood.
You'll get plenty of rest this way, Mr. Martinez, and you'll be safely padded by the foam created when these two chemicals mix, like this.
On second thought, I want to upgrade my package.
Sorry, Bruno, but you didn't qualify for anything better. But here, have this complimentary mug.
No, wait. Can't you find me something where I can move my legs?
You know I'd like to, Bruno, but my boss is a real hard-ass.
I gotta be a hard ass when I got lazy sickle wavers like this jolly boy working for me. Manny, you couldn't find a sale at a yacht club.
I got a sale right here.
I'm talking premium sales, Calavera. Like the kind Domino makes.
How am I supposed to make premium sales with the scumbag clients you're sending me?
Hey! Now you're blaming the clients? I've had it with you, Manny. If you haven't bagged a premium before the next sales report comes in, you're out! Out on the street, no job, no way to work off your time. Just your fancy suit and your big smile and a whole lot of time to kill. Who you calling a scumbag? Why, I oughta...
A little aggressive.
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick.
Thank you, sub.
Time to take one.
Meh.
Hey, you missed a great poisoning.
Yeah, and you missed a great client. Domino came back from there with a nun.
Híjole, I got a tiny little man with a mean temper and no commission.
Well, at least you don't work for one.
I can't find my driver.
Manny, you know what to do. Stop playing dumb just to flirt with me. Manny, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of filing here to do.
Right. I te watcho.
I need to know what all this Spanish means. I don't know anything. Oh, Dom, I'm coming into your office. We're gonna have a chit-chat.
How is he sweating without skin? So inaccurate. Try to get it really accurate with the punching. You know, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. I think that's how you do it.
Oh, is it left?
Well, you don't just do 1, 2, 1, 2 with the speed bog.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it looks better.
In my boxing history.
My grandpa used to have a boxing bag in his basement. He showed me how it worked once.
I love that every time we stop to listen to the commentary, Manny pulls out a cigarette. Like, doesn't take very long.
Well, at least you're not hitting the bottle anymore.
Hey, Callie, how you doing?
So, how'd you make out of the poisoning?
Well, let's just say that Sister Calabaza has a secret passion for trains.
You got a nun?
Hail Mary.
And you sold her a ticket on the number 9 train.
Choo-choo, little buddy. Say, how'd you score?
I got a nun. I got 2 nuns. I got a mean midget and had to send parcel post.
I got a mean midget I had to send parcel post.
Ah, cheer up, buddy. Another day, another death. Am I right?
I want to punch you in the mouth. I want to tell you something. I want to ask you a question.
I want to tell you something.
Good. Go on and let it all out, Manny. There's no reason for you to be afraid of me.
See you later. Okay, cool. Hey, Tuacho. Okay.
You know, this used to be my office.
Yeah, I know. I found your name on some comic books in the desk.
I want my office back.
Don't worry, you'll have years and years to enjoy it after I get promoted out and you're still here.
I think you're up to something.
Yeah, I'm up to about 4 premium sales this week.
I think we should team up. Be partners.
Oh, Manny, I would, but I'm too intimidated. I could never be partners with someone who was so much more of a man than me.
Oh, come on. I've seen your wife. I want to ask you a question.
Shoot, slugger.
Is it hard to kiss up to the boss so much when you got no lips?
Hey, I got all the lip I need. I get it from you.
Oh.
Can I have one of your clients?
Sure, Cal. Just as soon as I get one I think you could handle.
I can handle anything you got, especially if that's your best right jab. Why do you get all the good clients?
You're asking the wrong guy. You should be taking a good long look at the man in the mirror.
No thanks. I don't enjoy that the same way you do. What did you do to get this job?
You mean what's my secret to success?
No, I mean how did you screw up and get stuck here at the DOD? What sin did you commit and how long are you gonna have to work here to pay it off?
Well, I could easily ask the same question of you.
But I don't know the answer. I still don't know what I've done.
Well, how convenient.
That's we just addressed
neither
that.
do I.
And can they sweat is also another important detail.
I want to punch you in the mouth.
Oh, no, not the Christmas party all over again.
What happened at the Christmas party?
Blacked out on the whole thing, huh? Maybe you should switch to lemonade, kid.
Well, you sound pretty out of breath, so I'm gonna blow.
Always a pleasure, Cal.
Oh yeah, can skeletons drink? Apparently so.
So there's a scene here. So there's the wine bottle there on the side, or sorry, the bourbon bottle, and there's the taking a slug of his booze, and that was actually like we had lots of math problems early in the game where we were lining up
right.
camera angles.
Thank you, H&H show.
And
Smashy.
These camera angles. If we had it off between the real time and the pre-render stuff, things got kind of messy, and so that was one of the first scenes we had where Manny as one character goes and interacts with another item in the scene, and it's also
The subtitles are off.
The scene because it has to appear to be on the shelf, and it was really difficult to coordinate. You know, he has to walk to exactly the right spot, line up to perform his animation. The cup has its own animation of flying through the air to his mouth. There's all these weird ways we handled it. I think we changed that later to handle it better, so that the cup was actually attached to him.
Yes, he does. But
you know, blank out the one that was on the shelf.
Got a brain.
Put in the one that was in his hand, like a magic trick. But originally, that was something we used to test it out and make it work. And it was, I remember spending days on that and just being worried, like, oh man, we're never gonna get this to align perfectly between 2D and 3D.
That's fascinating. So
no use for it.
I don't want you to like pick up the bottle, Manny. Look at the bottle. Look at the alcohol. Man.
I think Don would call the company shrink if I left through the window.
Ooh, more.
Yeah, I remember something about the mural. This would be the mural in what's that guy's name? The Nemesis office.
Domino.
Domino. The mural on the ceiling of Domino's office is there was something. I think maybe that angle wasn't planned or something in the game, and then whoever did the textures for that room put this crazy mural on there, and so it was like, oh, we have to show the mural. We have to get that up there. I remember there was some sort of fiasco around that mural.
Usually it's the other way around. Yeah. Usually artists put a bunch of beautiful work into something, and then someone turns the camera the other way and doesn't show it.
Right, exactly.
I could imagine that. Like, artists put so much work into a scene, and they're like, this is gonna be beautiful.
Hey, Dom. What's your screensaver password?
Get away from my computer, Manny.
Hey, Dom.
I want to use it.
What's your screensaver password?
Get away from my computer, Manny.
Okay, fine. Let's go back to my office. Choop, 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 choop. We know we're gonna have to steal a client. That's the truth. Yes, but he's sentient. Zombies are not.
I should close Bruno's record before the black marks burn into my screen.
Yes. Alright, let's go. Let's see. We need to take one of Dom's clients. Let's go downstairs. Not sure why the frame rate's getting all funky. Like, I don't think I have... Let me double check something. I don't think I have anything really running that should be screwing it up. Just chatty. Discord's up here doing stuff. But I think... I wonder if there's something... It's like everything is laggy. Surely it's not the graphics. Surely it's not that. I mean, we're talking about a... Boom, 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 boom. I have T-Mux up. I don't have T-Mux up. I do at work, I guess. So that makes sense. It's like laggy, and I can't figure out... why. Why is it laggy? Here, let's save the game just for fun, because we should. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's because I'm running Discord on my laptop at work, where T-Mux is running. I don't think I ever changed it. Like, cause it'll be smooth for a little while, then it'll just be like.
I'll never get out of this place. You and your fancy suits and your nose holes way up in the air, sticking your empty beer bottles down the message tubes. How fancy is that? Huh? Don't you boys upstairs realize the tube switcher is a sophisticated and delicate piece of machinery? Huh? You think you're better than me? No. Good.
My favorite thing about him is he wanders off over here, but when you go in this room, he's not in there. And there's nowhere for him to have gone. So it's kind of like, we'll just disappear. Bloop, bloop. We're gonna need that later. And we're gonna need this one later. Thank you, Sub, for trying to troubleshoot with me. I'm really not sure why it's behaving like that.
Down in QA, we got on the project way earlier than we ever had on any other project, and we would play the game with the concept art on the screen. But Manny was modeled and done and lit. Or, well, maybe he wasn't lit, I don't know, but he would zoom around the concept art, and it was all black and white.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's why it was...
Oh, that would be neat.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Bruno, you in one of these? Must have picked them up already.
They ship people. Oh, we can cause trouble in here.
With what?
You know, the games we make nowadays, we try to keep them real time, and the environments will come in the tens of thousands of polygons probably, but
wow,
or at least under 100, I would say, at least at the Telltale Studio. But here, I think we're almost unlimited unless it crashed the machines all the time.
Yes, it was.
That was awesome.
And it was like trying to render it on your iPhone.
Well, remember, he modeled like every single nut and bolt everywhere.
That's what it was.
That's what, and they were all high res.
Yeah, I was about to say a certain amount of this was us not
might get a
knowing, and us
close-up.
not being efficient about where we, how we set everything.
As an animator, when you opened one of these environments to animate it, you had to basically throw everything away, except for the one thing that that Manny touches or walks next to or something.
Oh, that's awesome. How do we open it?
With what?
I want to open it.
Not picking that up. The wheel won't turn and the door won't budge.
Oh, I know what to do. Boop a doop a doop. Let's go cause some trouble. Hey, you guys want to cause trouble? Y'all want to make something break? Let's go do it. Gosh, to play through these puzzles the first time, like, there are things that were really hard about them, and there are things that were relatively obvious. I mean, it took me forever to get through a lot of this stuff, like to figure out what I had to do. But we are going to do it quickly and easily because we know what we're doing. Bloop.
Look out below.
Oh, there's one. Here we go. This is when we really cause trouble. This is gonna be good.
That doesn't sound good.
We did it. Look at those smooth lines on that face. Speaking of, this is the back to the original style. Gosh, I remember this looked like real life back then. It looked like real life.
Servers down again.
What else is new?
Like, I mean, just Swoop. It's mostly, they did mostly like a retexturing and made it, they took all the images that were compressed and they just fancied them up. And most of the hard work was done on the lighting, because if you look here, there's no real lighting. The shadow down there is full blocks, and with this, it's like much cleaner. They did a lot of hard work on that.
This line that he says a lot actually comes from the old IT guy at LucasArts, where we'd say, "Hey, the server's down." He goes, "The server's not down. It's never down. You just can't get to it right now."
That's amazing. That's real life. That sounds right.
I'm not getting any messages. Is the server down?
This is their idea of a joke? They think it's funny? I'd like to jam their tubes with packing material. See how they like that.
So you're saying the server is down, is that it?
The server is not down. It's never down. It's just temporarily unavailable while I'm doing some maintenance, that's all.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. That's so much more fun knowing that it's the IT guy at LucasArts who used to say that.
So how long is it gonna be down?
With a job like this, you can never tell. Probably hours.
Or until no one's around to see you sneak out, eh?
Whichever comes first.
Can I squeeze in there, just for a sec?
Are you kidding? This is a highly secured area.
It's
no
never
one's allowed
down.
in here who ain't me.
The stream isn't down. It's never down. We're just not broadcasting live right now.
What's so special about you?
I, sir, am an elemental spirit, summoned from the land of the dead itself.
Yeah, let me guess. You were given one purpose, one skill, one desire. Fixing pneumatic tube switchers.
No, I was created to run the elevators, but they put in those dang motion detectors and put me out of work.
Who would do a terrible thing like this?
It's those punks in the mailroom. They think this baby is going to put them out of a job. And they're right.
You know, I really think it's clean enough.
Oh, it's clean enough to run, all right. I'm just fiddling around to be safe. You know, gotta cover my ass.
Yes, you do. Just curious, how'd you get in there?
I squeezed down one of these tubes like a pixie. How do you think I got in here? Through the door, just like you. Say, chatty Cathy. I got a lot of tubes to flush here.
Hey, me too. I'll let you go.
All right.
Oh, not again. You trying to blow this joint sky high? That's a magnesium compound fire extinguisher. Spray that on this packing foam and we'll both be riding the giant Roman candle out of here.
What? Why would they put something so dangerous in here?
I guess they didn't expect this room to be full of hazardous waste.
I'll just put that in my pocket then. Keep that for later. Hey, achievement unlocked. Squeeze down one of these tubes like a pixie.
I just locked an open door. Strange, yet symbolically compelling.
Good enough for government work.
Got it working. And the door didn't shut. The guy's gonna totally disappear again. And then I walk out. Like, what the crap? What's going on? Time shifts.
It's held in place by the weight of the door.
What is? I just want you to open it, Manny. Swoop. Alright, let's cause some more trouble. Robert Frost.
Mercedes Colomar, client number 9308, blah, blah, blah. Died of chickenpox, time of death, yada, yada, yada.
Aw, chickenpox.
Positive attributes. Volunteered time reading stories to dying children. That's good. That's really good. I think you're it, Mercedes Colomar. I think you're the one for me.
We got her. Oh, look out, baby.
Gladys, are you loco? What got into you? That was a company car.
Oh, yeah. And it's even better company now. I'm in.
Buenos dias.
You're not the nurse?
No?
You're not here to give me my medication?
No, but I am here to ease your pain.
Guess they couldn't save me, huh?
No. But there's still a chance you could save me.
That's a lot of responsibility, Mr. Calavera. What makes you think I've been all that good?
Miss Colomar.
Meche, please.
Meche. I can see it in your face and in your file here, where it says you're entitled to a first-class ticket to... nowhere? What?
Did I do something wrong?
Not according to your bio. It was spotless. At least the part I read was.
I'm not sure I like the implication, Mr. Calavera.
The only implication here is that I'm fired.
Is it something I did?
Are you sure you're Mercedes Colomar?
Yes. Would you like to see my birthmark?
Sure. Where is it?
It's wherever you guys put my skin.
Anything about your past you haven't told me?
Quite a bit, considering I've told you nothing.
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Did you kill much when you were alive?
Very little.
Never killed anybody?
I have to confess, I never killed anybody.
Not even a teensy bit of killing?
Maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough.
Were you a big shoplifter?
Well, they accused me of it once.
Really?
But it wasn't my fault. That puppy followed me out of the store.
Oh. Mean to animals?
Oh no, I love animals. Once, when I was volunteering at an animal shelter,
Just stop right there. Ever cheated on your taxes?
I've never paid taxes in my life.
Aha.
I've never made enough money to be taxed. You know, it's mostly been all volunteer work.
Uh-huh. Ever cheated on your husband?
Mr. Calavera, there's no ring on my finger.
There's no skin on it either.
I guess you'll just have to trust me then.
I wonder where they get their outfits from, because you notice when she was pulled out of that little cocoon, she was just a skeleton. I wonder if they have, like, they dress them, like if they have a supply, clothes.
Litter?
Oh, Manny, is that the best you can do?
Work with me, Meche. Give me some dirt.
Well, I could do something bad right now, if that would help.
Wouldn't count. Sorry. I give up.
Don't say that, Manny.
Excuse me, but I have to go straighten this mess out.
Sorry to be so much trouble, Mr. Calavera.
It's no trouble, but please, call me Manny.
Yeah, achievement unlocked.
This is one of the scenes where we had Tony and Maria Canals in working together, and
I guess it seemed more like a cocoon.
Cuba, and they both had worked together before they were cast in Grimm, so it was kind of fun to get the two of them together again and play off of each other, which is of course the way you'd like to do any game.
Cocoon. I never watched it. That was a Ron Howard movie, by the way. Apollo 13, upcoming Han Solo movie. Ron Howard.
I'm sorry I let you down, Manny.
You didn't, Meche. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We're good.
Hey, Funny Bones! In my office! Now! You vandalized company property in order to obtain secret information so you could take your illegally modified company car and your unregistered driver and run domino here off the road! All in order to steal a client from her legitimate agent!
There's nothing legitimate about this place. You give all the good clients to Domino.
Manny, now I'm embarrassed for you.
You've embarrassed the whole office. I'm going to call the woman in here so you can apologize to her yourself. Ava, send in Ms. Colomar, please.
She left about 15 minutes ago, sir. She said she had a long walk ahead of her and she wanted to get started.
Uh-oh.
Walking? She had a ticket on the number 9! Why does she think she has to walk?
That's the best package I could find for her.
Now you see why I give all the good clients to Domino! That woman was a saint and a shoo-in for a double-end ticket that she's not going to get because you just couldn't find it! And now, because of your little stunt, she's out there, on her own, walking by herself through the petrified forest, facing the demons of the underworld, alone and unprotected! This is her reward after a lifetime of hardship and public service? Her destiny stolen by some overreaching
Yes, he
salesman looking for a fat commission he didn't deserve! Get in there and stay put until the boys downtown tell us what they want done with you. Someone's gonna take the fall for this Calavera, and it ain't gonna be me!
All these people are a bunch of son of a
I realized
guns.
how weird it was that he gets locked into a room by his boss, which I don't think is legal. But
Oh,
then
you
again,
know, back in the 30s, you could do all kinds of stuff. You know, rubber hoses for cops and so on. You know, I mean, it was just 50 years after the Old West.
Well, that's weird to think about.
Yeah.
Ooh, ick. It came out like soft serve ice cream, but judging by the smell, I think it's auto body filler.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, is anybody out there?
So, Manuel, have you thought about what you have done?
Who's out there?
I'm you. Or rather, I was you years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm me now, so get lost. Get me out of here.
The only way out, Manuel, is to be taken back in. If you are truly still loyal to this company, declare it loudly. The management might hear and stick you right back in their fold.
Yeah, well, I got something they can stick in their fold. My loyalty is still to the DOD. DOD runs a crooked game, and I intend to prove it. How about this one?
Yeah? Well, I got something they can stick in their fold.
You have to try harder than that, Manuel. A man's loyalties decide his destiny.
Well, we know. Let's see.
The DOD runs a crooked game, and I intend to prove it.
You would do that? That could cause this agency a lot of trouble.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this place.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this place.
Young man, you are an enemy of the Department of Death.
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the club. Salvador Limones and guests.
I love Salvador. Oh my gosh, you guys.
To the headquarters of the LSA.
LSA?
The Lost Souls Alliance. We're a small group, Manuel. We're always looking for new soldiers.
To do what exactly?
We need help in our intelligence unit. You know Eva, of course.
Manny?
I was once a Reaper like yourself, Manuel. But I uncovered a web of corruption in our beloved Department of Death. I have reason to believe that the Bureau of Acquisitions is cheating the very souls it was chartered to serve.
Good.
I
mean bad, but at least you know.
Robbing these poor, naive souls of their rightful destinies, leaving them no option but to march on a treacherous trail of tears, unprotected and alone, like babies, Manuel, like babies.
What's your evidence?
That's where you come in, Manuel. Or should I call you Agent Calavera?
Manny suits me fine. I'm not looking to join any military organization, Sal. I just want my job back so I can work off my time and get out of this dump.
Well, you won't even be able to get out of this city without my help. Which means, of course, you won't be able to find that woman and you'll never get your job back. When you're ready to join the cause, Manuel, come talk to me. We might be of some use to each other.
Let's go talk to Sal some more. Oh, boop.
There's some concept art there in the PowerPoint.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember. Yeah, I just took Peter's stuff and like inverted it to make it look like a plan.
Well, that's kind of clever.
Someone else's textures and reuse them.
Great artist borrow. Oh, no wait. Good artist steal. Yeah.
Open that door, Sal. I've got places
Open
to
that
go.
door, Sal. I got places to go.
Does that mean you're ready to join us?
I'm not a joiner. Just pop the hatch and let's part friends.
I'm sorry.
But this is war, Manuel, and you are the first draftee. Do you know something I don't know? Have you ever wondered why your clients, even your best clients, never seem to qualify for the packages you know they deserve?
Yes. My last client in particular, Mechi.
Well, they all did qualify, Manuel. Especially her.
Oh.
But somehow, somebody with access to the files has stolen their just rewards. Their sweet hereafters.
Their tickets on the number 9?
Precisamente, amigo.
What would they do with the tickets?
A ticket on the number 9 is like a leaf of gold, Manuel. Especially to one who has died with a less than perfect record. Someone is profiting here from those that would buy their way into heaven.
But money's not important here. We all just want out.
You want to get out, Manuel. And so do I someday. But for some people, this world is all there is. They have decided to seek pleasure and happiness here in the 8th underworld. And for that, you need money.
That's interesting.
What do you want from me?
I'm going to build an underground army of souls to fight the injustice I have seen in El Marro. Communication will become vital as the Lost Souls Alliance spreads out. We'll need messengers we can trust.
You want me to be your messenger?
No, Manuel. Our numbers are small and our agents are too valuable to risk that sort of work. History shows only one messenger to be of use to a cause like ours. Carrier pigeons.
Yes.
If I grab some pigeons off the roof, will you let me go?
No, I need to raise them from birth, Agent Calavera. I need you to bring me their eggs.
You're keeping me here because you need the eggs?
Why are you still here, Calavera? Go get me an Air Force before it hatches. Now that's all the briefing you need, soldier. Viva la revolución!
Yes, achievement unlocked. Basically, it turns out the achievements are just digging your way through the dialogue until there's no more options.
Oh, the secretary has a dual identity. It's always lots of fun. Always lots of fun with dual identities.
Yeah.
I like that Eva gets to have a little, like, she's got more going on than you thought she did.
I love that too, and I like that there's something fishy in the Department of Death too. That's a good twist.
So you're not really a secretary?
I'm a spy, Manny.
Well, that's the last time we used that temp agency. Any messages for me?
Yes. Join or die.
But I'm already...
Again!
Eva, you gotta get me out of town. They're gonna sprout me.
You can't leave, Manny. We need access to the DoD computer network if we're ever gonna find out what's going on. And we can't access without a salesman like you. The computer IDs you when you log on.
How does it do that? Fingerprints? I don't have any.
Your teeth, Manny. Haven't you ever noticed your computer scanning your teeth when you log on?
I thought that was just a power search.
We need your teeth, Manny. We can't let you go. Sorry.
Doesn't Capal wonder where you are?
Don and Domino are both locked up in Don's office with some bigwig from downtown. Some fatty in a fez.
Who is the fat man, I wonder? And how does he fit into this sinister puzzle?
I love that. Just like, whoop, hello.
How long have you been a spy?
Salvador recruited me about a year ago. I couldn't resist him. He's just so noble.
What are you working on there?
I'm trying to get this radio working so we can use it in the field, but it looks pretty hopeless. Salvador's right. We need good old-fashioned homing pigeons to communicate with our field agents.
You have field agents?
No, it's just Sal and me right now. But someday, Manny.
So, you won't help me out of here?
Sorry. I'll help you out, but not your teeth. Think it over.
Achievement unlocked. Join or die. Alright, so the goal here is to get my teeth so that they can use them, which is good because I know how to get my teeth. We gotta climb this. So the skeleton can climb, yes. Zombies cannot. You see how he's having to coordinate arm over arm? Definitely can climb. Zombies not so much. We're really lucky that the blinds are shut in his office, or he'd see me.
Dom's office is empty.
Yeah, let's go in.
I'm gonna try to guess his password. Nope. It's not Golden Boy.
We have to get the achievement, we have to guess all the way to a particular phrase.
And it's not Mr. D either.
So much for Dami. Arrogant fraud doesn't work.
Shabam! Achievement. Arrogant fraud doesn't work. We are doing it, you guys. We are on our way. Boop. Mine.
Ugh, Domino had this in his mouth.
There's something we have to get while we're in here. Ha!
What the? It looks like a glowing hunk of coral.
Will the glowing hunk of coral matter later? How can we know? Dun dun dun. Find out more next time on Grim Fandango. Foreshadowing. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. It's like
I
a
wonder
grappling
if
hook.
that's how Domino meant it to be used.
This is a little bit more intense than just standard climbing. Now we gotta scare the pigeons with our famous poet balloon. He's walking on his own. I'm not doing that.
I used to work at a doctor's office, and one of the jobs that I was doing, just terrible jobs there, and one of them was the roof was covered in like 6 inches of pigeon guano. They had a flat roof, like the roof of this building, and
Magic,
they're like,
man.
"Look, we got to get that stuff off the roof. It's gonna break the roof. There's so much pigeon crap on the roof." And I had to go up there with like this flat shovel and cut. It was kind of like cutting brownies out of a pan.
Yeah. Gross.
I was just chopping up the bird poop and just scooping it up and throwing it off the roof. And but in chopping it up, I occasionally find like in sedimentary rock, like an archaeologist or a paleontologist, I'd find the bones of a dead pigeon just inside this weird brownie of guano on the roof.
Wow.
So I had my fair share of bad jobs.
So this was really a kind of therapy to get that.
Yeah, but I'm really just
traumatic
not enough
experience.
poop on the roof to make this really.
Well, it's hard to indicate that with the technology of the time. Kind of just like if you did wind in a 8-bit game, it just sounded like it just sounded bad, you know.
At least I got to clear the pigeons from the roof of my memories.
I know, right? Weird brownie of guano. This game is crazy. Well, Tim is crazy. This game is fine.
Not right now. Hey!
Oh, they don't like me coming over there. What's that frame rate deal again? No idea why it's doing that.
Run, you pigeons! It's Robert Frost!
Hey, achievement unlocked. Run, you pigeons, it's Robert Frost.
Maybe that will scare them. Eventually.
Weird brownie of guano. It's gonna stick in my mind forever. That where the server is never down. Do.
Yeah, beat it, you lousy little ledge pickers!
Yeah. Now we can go get our eggs. Mine.
You must come with me, young ones, for I am the Grim Reaper.
I used to work at
Oh, no,
doctor's
okay,
office,
same
and
thing.
One of the jobs that I was doing, just terrible jobs there. And one
We
of
don't
them
want to
was
hear about the
roof
guano
was
again.
Covered in like 6 inches of.
We don't need to hear the guano story twice. That was a cool story, though. They did a cool like 3-part behind the scenes of remastering this. It's on Double Fine's YouTube channel. So if you're curious about some of the detail behind remastering a game from 1998, this whole thing's written in Lua too. If you're familiar with coding at all, like apparently it took a lot of convincing, but they decided to do it in Lua. It's a bunch of scripts put together to make a game.
Philadent. Good for dents, great for dentures.
But I had to quit streaming.
That made a perfect impression of my teeth, and like quite a chalky aftertaste too.
I would probably like that would be pretty awesome. I'm really happy where I'm at right now. Like if I was unemployed, yeah, probably I'd quit streaming. What? I feel like it'd be an unreasonable request. But they do seem like a cool place to work. Actually, so side note here, like this is nuts. I'm gonna tell you something that is mind blowing to me. I've watched the Double Fine Adventure documentary how many times? Like a billion, probably like 5. So I know all the people that worked on Broken Age, and I'm like, okay, these guys are cool. They all seem pretty awesome. So today, like I just finished watching this documentary for like the 5th time, like last week, and I'm wandering around. And I go into the coffee shop down the street. And I'm standing there, ordered a coffee, and like 3 guys walk in behind me and my buddy. And I look at one of them and I'm like, that's Dave from Double Fine. Like that's one of the dudes that developed Broken Age and worked on Brutal Legend and stuff. Like that's Dave from Double Fine. And I'm standing there like, and my buddy's telling me a story. My brain is over thinking like, that's him, right? It can't be him. What is he doing in Raleigh? And why isn't he on the Bay Area? Like, I knew he'd left Double Fine, but I didn't know where he went. I'm like, it can't be him. But it was. It was. So I leave, and I don't say anything, even though I'm pretty darn sure that's Dave. He's got a particular look. I just recognized him out of nowhere. So I go home, or go back to office, and I'm like, I need to find Dave's email address. Like, I need to find it. Like, right now. So I go Googling Dave, last name. I'm looking for him. I'm like, okay. Ha! I found his email address. And I'm like, I'm gonna email him because I'm pretty sure that was him. So I email him, I'm like, misconnection. Yeah, I know, sub. This story hurts. So I send him a thing, I'm like, misconnection. Hey, dude, I think I saw you in a coffee shop in Raleigh today, and I was too chicken to say hi, but I just thought it was you, so cool. Whatever, so I send him that, and I'm bathing Sam around 7 o'clock. I get an email back from Dave. He's like, dude, that was totally me. You should have said hello. I'm so glad you recognized me. That's so funny. And he was like, he's out here doing, he's here now, and he's working on Rick and Morty. He's working with the dude who made Rick and Morty, making games, called Squanch Games. He said, look it up, which almost sounds like Squonk. But yeah, like he said, oh, if you see me again, say hi. Raleigh's pretty small, so we'll probably run into each other again. I'm like, holy crap. I was even wearing my Thimbleweed Park t-shirt, and I kind of wanted to just go, are you Dave? Because adventure games are not dead, because that was his big thing. But yeah, I know, I made a mistake. I made a mistake, sub. But you just go through my head for a second and think, like, what? I love that it's getting worse. Like, the Steves are getting worse. Like, I'm not expecting to see him. There is nothing in my brain that says he should live here at all. Like, that's, so I'm standing there like, boop, 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 boop. So anyway, he said I should have totally said hi. And he said, I'll tell Tim that we have fans out here. So I'm like, freaking 1 degree of Tim Schafer. Like, I've watched Dave argue with Tim on the Double Fine documentary. Yeah, I know, dude, but like he was talking to 2 people, someone else was telling me a story, and I was just like, there was a lot going on, and I was like, what am I doing? So next time I see Dave out in the street, I'll be like, dude, hi, I want to introduce myself and say that Broken Age was awesome, and you should come on to my show sometime, and we can talk about game development and all that cool stuff. Right? So anyway, side note, figured you'd want to know that I had a brush with fame. I don't always get to see Dave.
Got something
True.
here that might interest you.
Very true. I don't get to see Dave all the time. But it just struck me as so crazy. I was just like, that's him. Maybe don't lead with, hey, come on my podcast. No, I won't lead with that. That would just be a thing that I would say eventually. Come talk about games with me.
Manny, this looks like a perfect impression of your teeth. We can use this as a mold to make a fake set of teeth and get into the computer system that way.
Good work, soldier.
Yes. Alright, and I got these eggs for you so I can go home. Or I can get out of here. Fire extinguisher, eggs.
Check these babies out.
Excellent, Manuel. With these, I can breed an entire army of winged messengers. Our revolution can spread now across the land, carried on the shimmering wings of justice, thanks to you, Agent Calavera. You are a friend of the revolution, Agent Calavera. And now, let me be of service to you. You must go to the town of Rubalcaba, my friend, if you want to find your lost soul.
How do you know where she is?
I don't, but everyone who wants to get to the Ninth Underworld must cross the Sea of Lament, and therefore must go to Rubalcaba to get passage on a ship. As long as you get there before she does, you'll find her. But it may be quite a wait.
I'll wait as long as it takes.
Manuel, are you in love with her?
Love? Love is for the living, Sal. I'm only after her for one reason. She's my ticket out of here.
We're gonna finish year 1 before we quit tonight.
That was
Don't care how long it takes.
I'm all the way to the edge of the petrified forest.
There's El Maro back there. Ah! Shoot. I missed a commentary. We'll go back for it.
Gladys, my friend. Why are you crying?
Manny? Oh, Manny! They fired me!
Me too, buddy.
You don't understand, Manny. I was created just to do that job.
He thought it was funny, so...
It makes me happy. It's like they reached into my chest and pulled out my heart and threw it into the woods.
Glottis just ripped his own heart out.
Gladys, what have you done? Oh, Gladys.
Oh, gross. There really is nothing more Steven than that. You're absolutely right. There's the shy, I'm not going to talk to him because it's horrifying, but I'll go home and I'll say, hey, I saw you today. I'm so weird.
I always like Glottis because he's just so pure in his... I mean, he's by definition pure in that he's just the spirit of driving, kind of. Like, he was summoned from the land itself, and he has no... nothing but a desire to drive and go fast, and all his motivations are about like moving at high speed. He almost dies because he's going too slow at some point, and he has to go fast again to come back to life.
Right.
But he also obviously cares about friendship and Manny, and he's a very loyal character.
He really is, like, he's a speed demon, really, if you were to... Ah! It's ridiculous is what it is, Smash, and you know it.
I can't just leave Gladys laying there. You could be dying.
I need to go back to that commentary. I'm always going to wonder. Here, we'll go get his heart first. He's snoring, which means he's probably not dead. It really, the whole story is stupid, but just think for a second. Like, somebody you think shouldn't have any reason to be where they are shows up.
This is me playing with my own worst fears. I was realizing while we're making this game, I just randomly was thinking about how nice it is that spiders can't fly. You know, with spiders are kind of icky.
I love
but they're
Tim.
on the wall. You can stay away from them. Don't go in the garage. Don't get firewood ever. You can stay away from spiders, but what if they can fly? What if you had to, instead of like a bee buzzing around you or something, you had to worry about like there's a black widow. Like, wouldn't that be creepy? So we made flying spiders in the game.
I love that is the inspiration for this. Can someone please get me a fold-up scythe? I need that in my life. I
don't
forgot.
want to mess up my blade.
I need this first. I really love the collapsible scythe. I think it's the coolest thing in this
I
game.
could always use a spare.
Yeah, it's funny, he picked up a bone.
Soup's on. Huh, they don't seem very interested in that bone I put in there.
It's because they eat blood. Oop, I don't want that. I want this. Believe it or not, I figured out all these puzzles on my own way back in the day.
Oh, poor spiders. No more demon heart to eat.
The story is stupid. I'm still like kicking myself, like for not just going, hey man, you look like Dave. But he's talking to his friends and stuff. You don't just like get all up in somebody's business. Even though he told me I totally should have said hi. Let's put Gladys' heart back in here.
Heart. Heart is good. Be good to heart. Don't tear out heart. Heart is good. Strong, beating, good heart. Hey, is that my car?
Mr. Lamont, I assure you the missing woman will be found. I will personally track her down myself.
Just like you personally picked her up from the land of the living.
That was my intention, but Agent Calavera somehow got to her first.
We gave you the fastest car, Domino. We gave you all the best clients. You had all the advantages. So how was this Calavera able to sneak in there and eat your lunch?
Oh, now, Hector, you can't get too mad at Domino. That wasn't his fault.
Oh, I can, Don. You should know I can get too mad. But not at Domino. After all, he wasn't in charge of this operation. At least, not until now.
Hector, no!
Marigolds. Funny. For some reason, I was expecting tulips. Well, maybe Mr. Calavera, eh, Domino? Why don't you personally go down to the basement and escort him up here? The sooner he's sprouted and we can get back to business, the better.
Want to go for a ride?
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh.
Oh! Sorry.
Let's go.
Híjole, mano. What sort of unholy Christmas tree farm is this, Gladys? Gladys?
Manny, check out this wheelbarrow, will ya? With a couple of ATV nubby tires on the back and a two-stroke lawnmower engine, we could make one sweet go-kart.
Turn that noise off.
Ooh, careful, Manny! With the harmonic balancer turned off, those pumps might shake that tree apart. Oh, but... Oh! If we shook the tree down, those pumps would dislodge, and I could make high-lift shocks out of them for the bone wagon. Hold on. I'm going to unbalance that wheel with some of these weights. That'll shake her down for sure. Okay, just give me a second to balance these doggies.
I remember in this room, as in several others, Julian, we used a sound ambience that we recorded using a contact microphone on various machines, like Coke machines, and other vibrating devices or machine-like devices that produces a kind of interesting hum. And if you put your ear up against a Coke machine, or I was just on the Golden Gate Bridge last week and I stuck my ear up against one of those, 300, 200 foot pylons, and it's amazing the resonances that are going on in those type of resonant bodies. and we would record things like that and turn them into ambiences for some of the rooms.
That's cool. Yeah, talk to Glottis a little bit.
Glottis, what are they doing to that tree?
Oh, city boy! You work all day in a 60-story skyscraper, but didn't you ever wonder what it was made of? The marrow of these trees, man. They suck it out. It's like cement.
Is that why the town's called El Marrow?
Ooh.
Never thought of that.
Me neither.
Maybe so.
Aha! Achievement unlocked. Alright, so we gotta pull this thing around a little bit, because we need to dislodge it properly. No, we needed the timing. There we go. Oh wait, we gotta stop it. Okay. Oh, you didn't miss much. I got Glottis back to life. His car was there, and now we're trying to tear down this tree. There we go. See how it wiggles now? Now we just gotta get Glottis up there and we'll tear this sucker down.
Hey, while you have that off, let me try moving those weights around some more.
We're about to cause some more trouble.
Okay, just give me a second to balance these doggies.
Okay.
Hey, Manny! What are you doing?
Dude. Fall over. Yes.
Manny, until now we scraped along the ground like rats. From now on we soar like eagles. Yeah. Like eagles on pogo sticks!
What a relief. I was getting concerned that our transportation wasn't ostentatious enough.
Get in, or are you afraid of heights?
Yes. How do we get up, though? Oh, no. I want to get in. Oh, I know how to work it. Never mind, I'm stupid. Get back in the car. So he was working on the car, so I think that counts, and I think he's got some cushion time. His car's right there, so... It's my car, man. There we go. Okay, I just had to drive to it. I thought I had to hit a button. Ooh.
Manny, what are you doing? Don't you know what's on the other side of that gate?
Yeah, the way out of the forest.
Demon beavers, Manny. They'll make you
Butt
into
lattice.
a dam.
Relax, Geppetto. I'm not made of wood.
But Manny, they don't use wood.
Oh, noes.
I still remember writing a big justification about tank controls when I was pitching this. People were like, let's make it so the controls are more like Mario, where you push it. No, point and click. I was thinking tank controls I thought were superior to point and click at the time, because when you're pointing and clicking, you're distant from the screen, and the screen is this other thing that you're interacting with your fingertips.
Right. You're saying,
but when you're doing tank controls, you feel like you are in the center of the character.
Right.
And the world is rotating. The world's rotating around you. And so when you think, instead of going, I want to go on the left of the screen, or I want to go to the right of the screen, you're saying, I want to look at the thing to the left of me, and the thing to the right of me.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't know if that was necessarily the right decision, but it's a good piece of evidence that you can sometimes make a really good argument for the wrong decision, and that's something to watch out for in life. You know what I mean? Like, you can make a really compelling, and in fact win an argument.
Oh yeah.
And be totally wrong.
Winning an argument has nothing to do with being right. That's for sure.
Exactly. It's just being able to make a good case.
That's fascinating. So he's not really sure if tank controls is the right way.
This scene, actually, this is the beavers here, another good example of, like, why you have to have coroutines in games, because at least in adventure games, you have to have like a script that just says, how's this beaver going to behave? What's he going to do? And at the time that people were making games, the scripting languages weren't popular yet. You had a lot of games in C, and somebody would have been trying to write in their game engine, in their game loop, and go run the beavers now. And in a scene like this, you had to be able to take that and say, this is how a beaver behaves. Right now, I'm thinking like a beaver. How would a beaver? He's going to crawl over here, and he's going to chew on these things, and then he'll get tired, and then he'll jump over here. Same thing with the pigeons and anything else. And that, again, it's like I didn't have to think about the fact that they were needed. They were obviously needed. I mean, that's one of the things that Scum had made very obvious. Like, you cannot make adventure games without coroutines. They didn't even call them coroutines, though. I mean, we didn't even know what to call them for a long time until,
Threads.
They were just threads, yeah. And actually, well, that was one of the early experiments. I actually tried to use actual Windows threads, because this is a Windows game. It wasn't a DOS game. This is a Windows game. We can use actual threads. And I initially did try and actually have different Lua threads, and it was just so heavyweight. Machines are so tight, and it was so much overhead, and it was so complex. And it was like, no, we need something lightweight. It needs to be really focused on what the game does.
Alright, we gotta figure out how we're gonna get these guys. Take a bone. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Go down here. Can we go down there? Right, there's some... Aha!
We were like, what is the flame source for the beavers? And they're like, well, they have a nuclear, they have core. They have a nuclear core, so they're thermonuclear flaming bone beavers.
Yeah, I have to say, flaming bone beavers. I mean,
you would think that
what
would be
does that remind you
controversial.
of? Yeah.
A band name?
Maybe. Yeah.
I love those guys. We're throwing it. And this is all about timing. Got one. There comes another beaver. Look at all those faces. These beavers have eaten these people. Could you imagine? Okay, we gotta at least get 2 more beavers. Which means we need 2 more bones. Should remember that. Let's say we gotta get 3 just in case. Yeah, the flaming bone beavers. I agree. Let's get 3 just in case we need 3. I don't think we're gonna. Yes, it can totally be the band name. Sub, if you call your band Flaming Bone Beavers, you will have my endorsement. I don't even care if you suck. You're gonna be all the endorsement ever. We'll play your music on the show. Dude, when I didn't know how how to solve this puzzle back in the day, this was the most infuriating thing. Like, I figured out how to solve it, but, like, timing everything? Gosh, it would drive me crazy. But getting through it. Sweet. That's the last one. But we need the bone wagon. And we get the bone wagon through here, we need the key. We ain't got no key yet.
I couldn't take that off with my bare hands.
This one was,
How could you ever cut this?
I know, but programmatically, it was buggy, and it was hard.
No one understood like how to solve this puzzle for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, look, you gotta pick something, and we hadn't started it yet. And so this is a classic Tim technique. When you want to cut something, he will start putting it in the game.
Yeah.
So that everything gets in. So, yeah. Funny.
Look out!
Alright, Glottis, let's go for a trip. We gotta figure out how to open this thing. This I don't remember that well. Alright, this puzzle everybody hates, but we're about to do it.
Well, this is the area that Tim and I would make a lot of jokes about because, you know, producer type person, I need to shorten the game, cut it somehow. So this area, I would, you know, say, hey, we need to cut the beavers. Does that make sense?
He's like, no way, not cutting it.
Oh, well, the whole time we'd fight about it, and it was that one kind of thing where that was the story I told a little earlier about the ship, you know, and he said, Leslie, a game is like a ship, and the ship is going, and it's going to keep going until it stops. And I was like, what kind of logic is that? It has to finish at some point. So I was like, look, the beavers got to go, and they'd always be on the list. And he actually drew me a little pictures on a napkin of like the armadillo, the beavers on fire. And he's like, why did you cut me, Leslie? Please don't cut me, Leslie. And he would just poke me.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Don't cut me from the game. Alright, if you recall, we banged into this. Because we're gonna need it. This puzzle drove everybody absolutely insane. Thermonuclear beavers. Please hashtag that on Twitter somewhere. I always forget where this thing goes. I think it's like right over here. If I hit this on the money, I'm not going to, but if I do, I'll feel really good about it. Nope. Almost. Over there a little bit. Okay. It's basically pixel hunting. Aha! We did it. Only took 2 tries. Three tries, I guess? 3rd time the charm?
Loteria.
What does that mean? Loteria. It's funny, you don't use WASD to drive Manny around, and I've got my fingers there anyway, like I'm playing WoW or something.
I'm scared of that
lattice.
sign.
It's just like a callback to those brave young men and their jaunty jalopies. You ever seen that movie? There's those outrageous young men, their flying machines.
No, that I remember.
There are these 2 crazy movies from the 60s, which were all about, it was kind of like the Wacky Races, but a real-life version. Magnificent.
Yeah. Flying machines,
And it was like one of those movies, it was kind of like Wild, Wild, Wild World or whatever, like a Mad World, where all these people are chasing some crazy prize, but the cars in it always had things like that. I think that is a direct lift. Like one of the cars would have these hydraulic shocks that lifted up, or just crazy extending things.
We need this key.
It looks like some sort of warning sign. They'll tear you apart bone by bone and build with you a human throne. Their buck-toothed king will sit upon what once was you, but now is gone. This key unlocks the gates of hell. Steady traveler, use it well.
You want it?
pass up an old creepy key.
I'm taking it. I was visited by my lovely wife, who came to take the baby monitor from me. I reluctantly gave it away. You saw the shaking. I was like, no, you don't need it. And then I handed it to her. I have no convictions. Alright, let's go. Get us out of here, man. Man, it's really good that cement-sucking tree thing was out there. Otherwise...
Okay, the beasts of Black River are blowing bubbles at the bottom, so let's power on through, huh, Glot?
Manny, look at that badass gate. I can't drive through that. We have to find the key.
Híjole.
I got the key. We just did that. Do.
This outer gate is huge. I'll need Glottis to open it.
Well, good thing Glottis is here.
Manny, I don't know if I like driving over people.
They can't feel it, they're dead.
What dead? I wouldn't want to drive over you.
That's because you and I, Glottis, are friends.
Aw, Manny.
Hi, Litwack, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Hello? Miss Colomar!
So loud.
We're here to save you!
So loud.
Hey, lay off the racket. The whole town's asleep. But I want a drag race.
When they get a load of my car, we're gonna be the talk of the town!
You're right. We're gonna have to find a good place to hide that road show. Speaking of hiding, I wonder if Mitch is here already. I'm gonna go see what I can stir up. Not a bad piece of real estate, actually. It's got potential.
In one. I don't know what that means. But maybe? Glottis. What's this way? Nothing quite like running into the fog.
Ooh.
Oh, number one? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm so slow.
Yeah, tourists.
Well, I didn't know context. Give me a break.
You gotta watch your step around here, stranger. Rubicabe ain't
This
the
game
quaint
is the best
little
game
port
ever.
town she used to be.
Number one on my list.
Well, hell, looks like there's a new vessel in town. Pardon me whilst I go check her out.
I love Velasco. He's the best. It's not that hard. I hate you, sub. No, dude, so this is an adventure gaming stream, so like every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, or -5 GMT, I'm not sure where you are, but we play an adventure game. Typically those have been Lucas adventure games so far. We did Monkey Island, we did Full Throttle, we did Day of the Tentacle. I've just been putting off Grim Fandango for a while because I played it a bunch, and I kind of wanted to lose the memory of it, but it turns out once you played a game so many times... Oh, we did! We played Thimbleweed Park! You can find all of our videos of that, twodorks.net/YouTube. We have a playlist for the Thimbleweed Park playthrough. It was super fun.
Actually, it's mostly stock with a few mods.
I really wanted to have this moment of Velasco bonding with Glottis, not like through the magic of cars and talking about engines.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Thimbleweed Park was so good. Actually,
cars bring people together, talking about engines.
Was
because I never had sports.
Internal combustion.
I never liked sports. I was not into the manly unifier of sports, but the
Dorkbot didn't answer. That's weird.
Cars you can talk about with the toughest of dudes.
That's true. That's true.
He should have responded. I'm very sorry. Dorkbot should have filled in the YouTube. See, what are you doing, Dorkbot? Why aren't you paying attention? Commands. Oh, it's YT. That's what it is. I should fix that. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. I don't know why I did that twice. I seriously only typed it once. I have no clue.
There was this one high-pitched whine it was making. Really grating noise, you know? And I searched and searched, but I couldn't find the source of the noise until we pulled in here.
Was it the blower?
No, it was Manny screaming in the back like a cat tied to a cruise missile.
That's a good one.
Hola. Hey, Manny, Dockmaster Velasco here says he's got a place we can dry dock the bone wagon for a while.
Oh, yeah. We can't leave a beauty like this out in the fog, or her chrome will get pitted.
Pitted? Did you hear that, Manny?
You folks gonna stay in Rubacava for a spell?
Oh, dialogue. Yeah, dude, Thimbleweed was hard. Ron Gilbert developed that, and he was the mastermind behind Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2 and a bunch of other kids adventure games with Humongous. Like, it was tough. You're 6 different characters. Maniac Mansion was the same way. In Maniac Mansion, you could die, and you could also screw up and get rid of items that you needed later. So I would be of the mind that Maniac Mansion was probably harder, but it was the first graphic adventure they did. So there's a lot to learn, and they learned a lot from it, and it was still freaking, the puzzles were hard, but at least you couldn't die and you didn't have to reload saves a bunch.
We're here looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
I'm not too good with names. Did she have any distinguishing marks or a tattoo?
Not that she showed me.
Well, like I said, I'm as good with names as you are with the fog.
I might be here a while. Is there any work in this town?
Well, there's lots of work down at the docks, but it's all union work. And I just don't see you in that union.
Really hard. That's awesome that you're an adventure game fan, though. I've been playing these things. My first adventure game was Putt Putt Goes to the Moon when I was 8 back in 1993. Holy crap! I didn't know it was a Ron Gilbert game until much later. But Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. You can pay a little purple car and you go to the moon. You have to figure out how to get home.
How do you get around here with all the mist?
When you've strolled these docks as long as I have, Pilgrim, you know where you are by the smell of the sea.
I love
by
this
the
voice
sound
actor.
Of the lonely foghorn, by the icy touch of the cold, salty air.
Wow. Manny, could I have an eye patch?
Yes, if you want to nerd out on adventure games, feel free to join our Discord.
Can I just
been there a lot.
ask, what is under the eye patch? Because I know it's not an eye.
Oh, well, when I was alive, I had an eye patch like this. This one's just for the phantom pain. And that one eye socket used to scream like a banshee when the trade winds blew, so I plugged her.
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Hey, we got it. Achievement unlocked. Used to scream like a banshee when the trade winds blew. We got it. We got one more achievement in this year, and then we're done. We're done with year 1. Oh yeah, I've got to play King's Quest, dude. I've only ever played one King's Quest game, and I somehow got screwed up, and I couldn't figure out how to finish it. We are going to play some King's Quest. I'm nervous about it because they were very hard, but we're gonna play them. I don't know when yet.
The character Celso is played by a really funny actor called Peter Lorre, and when he came into the studio the first day, he had this real look of apprehension about him, and it turned out the word in Hollywood was that Grim Fandango was code name for Star Wars Episode 1 casting. So when he was coming in for the project, people were telling him, "You're going to be going in, and George Lucas is going to be there, and they're going to be flying you up to the ranch." And he was terribly disappointed when he walked in, and the only person in the studio was me.
That's awesome.
Mr. Flores, I'm ready to take you now.
Manny Calavera, is that you? Didn't you used to be taller?
Oh yeah, because I had the stilts on.
I'm here to reclaim that walking stick.
I broke it over the head of some hideous monsters in the forest.
I'm looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
Well, no one's come through town by that name, and you can take it from me. I, too, am looking for someone, so I watch the comings and goings around here very carefully.
Oh.
Who are you looking for?
Well, if you must know, it's about my wife. I got word that she passed away not long after I, and that she too was crossing the land of the dead on foot. It is said that all lost souls come to Rubacava, so I came here to wait for her.
Good deal.
You must love her very much, Celso.
Yes, this is true. Of course, she also has all of my money.
There it is.
How do you know your wife hasn't gone ahead of you?
Oh, Manny. If she had arrived here first, surely she would have waited for me.
I'll help you find your wife. What did she look like?
Oh, here. I got this from the DOD and made copies to hand out. Isn't she something?
She must have been beautiful with skin.
Weren't we all?
So, know a good place to stay in town?
What's your price range?
Somewhere around the high end of nothing.
Then maybe, young man, it's time you started thinking about a job.
Can you get me a job here?
Have any skills?
Sales?
Well, that does qualify you for a certain position, but we only have one mop. I'm sorry, Manuel. I've got to get this place ready to open.
Right. I'll let you know if I see your wife.
She'll be the one asking for her beloved Celso.
Hey, achievement unlocked. We only have one mop. That's the last dialogue achievement that we have for year 1. So far, we've hit every single achievement in this playthrough. I'm feeling really good about it. I mean, mostly because I know the vast majority of these puzzles by heart. So I'm not super worried about it.
Ever seen this woman?
Oh, if this is the woman you're looking for, take my advice. Forget about her. She sailed out of here weeks ago in a cozy portside cabin built for 2. And she wasn't alone.
Poor Celso.
How do you know she sailed out of here? I don't believe it.
It's a tough break, Junior, but you gotta face it. Here, look it up in my port log if you want it in writing. 6 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Ticket for 2, paid in full. I cracked the champagne on the bow myself.
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Look, I know how you feel, son. Once I lost a very special lady myself. I waved to her from the docks as she sailed out of port, and I never saw her again.
What was her name?
The SS La Mancha was her name, but don't make me talk about her, because I just can't do it.
I love the voice actor they got for Velasco. He's perfect. He's got just that right, like, old man sea dog voice. It's masterful. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, Celso. Wait, was that another? Was that some commentary I haven't listened to?
I love the tiling floor. It's my favorite part in this game. And the fact that it's a automat, which was part of a period reference too. Like those ways that there used to be these restaurants in New York where you'd go, or big cities where you'd go in and the food was ready for you behind these little panels, and you would just open the door and take it, which is an interesting way of serving stuff. Like just separate the server from the eater, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
that's kind of interesting.
You don't want to see the wait staff, so they're behind this wall because of some weird social reason. I don't know.
Weird.
Automat. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Anymore, but I always thought that's what was behind that.
It does seem a little impersonal, doesn't it?
Huh. That's fascinating. I'm learning more from like the commentary about the world we live in.
Celso, your wife sailed out of here 2 months ago with another man.
It's a shame. This music is really appropriate for this conversation too.
It's all in there.
Oh, Manny, is there a greater constant in nature than the treachery of women?
Forget about her, Celso.
Have you forgotten yours? I'm going after her. You take over my job here. This mop at least will never let you down. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy too.
Year 1, achievement unlocked. Oh, you wait. Check this junk out, because this is awesome. We're about to enter the Casablanca. It's tiles, not carpet. It's just really pretty mosaic tile. This is the Casablanca-inspired era of this game. It's my favorite year in the game. Super, super awesome. It's also the time where we used to have to switch discs.
Hey, boss. You gonna come downstairs? I got a customer asking for you.
You know I don't like to mingle with the customers.
Well, you may want to mingle with this one. She sounds like your type.
Well, looks like a quiet night in old Rubacava.
All right. With that, we're going to save the game. And we're going to call it a night because it is time for me to go to sleep. And for you guys to come back next week for another episode of Grim Fandango. We got through year 1. We're going to move forward on to year 2. Oh, it's going to be great. Yeah, Litwack, man, this is my favorite part of the story for multiple reasons. The puzzles are really fun. There's a ton of characters. The Casablanca-like theme is so much fun. It's great. I just really, I love it. I got to make this fit. Gosh, guys, we didn't do anything we were supposed to. There we go. Yeah, don't forget to follow, subscribe to the channel, or just follow the channel. Get notified when we go live again. If you're new to the channel, every Thursday night at 8:30 we do a podcast, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, which is odd news and weird stuff, and just all around a good, entertaining, fun time. So swing back by Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT. We'd love to have you. It'll be great. You'll love it. You'll have a blast. We'll all have a good time. And then, yeah, next Tuesday, we're going to do more Grim Fandango with commentary and all the achievements. I hope you're having fun with the commentary. I know I am. I thought it was going to be kind of like, I don't know, it might be boring for people, but it's been really interesting. Some of the dev stuff has been kind of long, but like everything that Tim Shaver's talked about has sounded super cool. So tune back in next week. You guys are amazing. We'll see you next time. Bye.